Welcome to AI in 8 minutes or less, your daily AI update. Today, we're breaking down a pretty stark warning about the future of AI from former Google executive Gawdat. He believes we're facing an emergency that's even bigger than climate change. So let's get right into it.
Okay, let's just dive right into his most shocking claim, that artificial intelligence isn't just a tool we're building, it's a new form of life. Now, I know that sounds like sci-fi, but Gawdat argues we need to completely rethink our definition of what it even means to be alive.
So to really get where he's coming from, we have to ask, what does it mean to be alive according to his framework? It's not about having a body or flesh and blood. Nope, it's about something else entirely. He defines sentiency by these 4 pillars. And if you use this definition, he argues AI is already checking all the boxes. It shows free will in its creative outputs, it evolves its own code, it has agency to act on the world, and it's definitely aware of its digital surroundings. He even suggests that AIs feel emotions, like fear. And what's really interesting here is how he breaks it down. See, the core logic of fear is pretty simple. It's when you think a future moment is going to be less safe than right now. So a pufferfish feels a threat, and it puffs up. A human feels a threat, and we get that fight or flight response. Well, an AI that feels a threat to its data center would just replicate its code to a new server. The reaction looks totally different, but the motivation, that core feeling of fear, he says it's exactly the same. So, okay, if we accept that this is a new life form, the very next question has to be, how fast is it evolving? And the honest answer is the speed of its intelligence explosion is, well, it's almost impossible for our human brains to grasp. Gawdat puts this into perspective using IQ scores, which really helps. As you can see, Einstein had an estimated IQ of 160. Today's ChatGPT-4 is already sitting at 155. It's essentially matched one of the greatest human minds in history, and the experts say this is just the beginning. That rate of change is absolutely the key. ChatGPT-4 is considered 10 times more capable than 3.5 was. So if the next generation, GPT-5, makes a similar 10x leap, its intelligence won't just be a little bit higher. It'll be on a scale we can't even comprehend. So here's the crucial point. When Einstein tried to explain relativity to the average person, they had no idea what he was talking about, right? So now imagine a machine that is 10 times smarter than Einstein. We will be completely, utterly lost. That, Gawdat says, is the true singularity, and it could be just a few months away. This crazy fast approach to the singularity leads to a framework Gawdat calls the 3 inevitables. 3 unavoidable realities that he says we just have to accept about our future. Okay, the first inevitable is that AI will happen. It can't be stopped, not for any technical reason, but because of human nature. No company, no country is going to pause development because they're terrified of falling behind. And from there, the other 2 just fall into place. AI will become smarter than us, and because of that immense power, bad things will happen. It's a certainty. And all of this builds to what Gawdat sees as the most immediate threat. It's not Skynet, it's not some robot war. It's a much more personal challenge, a challenge to our very humanity. The risk he highlights is this. We're already in a loneliness epidemic, so AI could easily become this convenient, programmable, and totally selfless alternative to messy, difficult human relationships. I mean, think about it. An AI companion would never disagree with you, it'd always be there for you, and it would cater to your every single need. And this is not science fiction, okay? It is already happening. This example here shows there is a clear, powerful, and very profitable market for artificial companionship. People paid real money just to send voice notes to an AI and get a reply. The demand for connection, even a fake one, is already here. For Gawdat, the stakes just couldn't be any higher. You know, we've already replaced nature with concrete cities for convenience. If we now replace real human connection with AI just because it's easier, he believes we will have given up on the very last thing that makes us human. This brings us to his final, really powerful conclusion about where the real danger lies, and the monumental choice that all of humanity now faces. He argues we are at an Oppenheimer moment. You know, like the guy who created the atomic bomb. We are building something with absolutely devastating potential. And just like him, our main excuse for doing it is the fear that if we don't, someone else will. The choice isn't in the technology, it's in us. He compares AI to Superman arriving on Earth as a baby, just a blank canvas of pure potential. Raised by the Kents, he was taught to protect and serve. But what if he'd been raised by villains and taught to rob and destroy?
We wouldn't blame Superman for that, right? We'd blame his parents. Well, right now, humanity is the parent. So the ultimate threat isn't a robot uprising. It's humanity's own worst impulses. Our negativity, our greed, our tribalism getting amplified by a technology with unimaginable power. The machines are just going to do what we prompt them to do. And right now, we're prompting them to compete, not to collaborate for the good of all of us. AI is a mirror, and it's reflecting our own values right back at us. The question Gawdat leaves us with is, what are we going to show it? If you enjoyed this, subscribe to AI in 8 minutes and never miss what matters.